Three,
Hi.
two, oh, we are live.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Collective Frequency. And we're the Chinos. This is Anthony.
Hi.
And I'm Tammy Chino. And we're from Albuquerque, New Mexico. And we decided to start doing our live education. And today is about love and relationships, which are, I guess, two the same and not the same. But if you're thinking about romantic relationships, there's three types of love romantic relationships, which are karmic.
Karmic, soulmate, and twin flames.
So, karmic is usually a relationship that you choose over and over again for lessons that you haven't completed or you signed up to relearn in this lifetime. So, but we keep hitting our head on the wall and keep trying to make it work, and it does not work. It's
We,
like
we call it tarantula medicine, where the tarantula goes around and then around again and then again. But, you fall back into the same, um, I guess, love that you,
the same pattern.
same patterns,
Yeah.
same pattern.
So putting the square peg in the round hole, it
It's
doesn't
not.
work.
It's still not gonna work.
No. And then we got the soulmate. And soulmate is awesome. Of course, you're going to meet somebody that's been your father in another lifetime, your brother, your sister, your mother, a friend, an
someone,
ex lover.
someone you can get along with easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody that you're comfortable with. So
Mm.
that's a soulmate. Let's see, is it on? Yeah, it is. Okay. So yeah, so it's soulmate so that's somebody that you're just kind of missing that little piece of something with that person. So that's something that is missing. And then you got the twin flame. And the twin flame is actually you have to fall in love with yourself first, which you are your own twin flame, which is your masculine and your feminine, balance together. And that is to bring your other person that is your twin flame who is equally yoked to you, like
Mm.
they say in the Bible, equally yoked, which is the two yokes that you can plow the
The
farm with.
the
So
field.
yeah,
Yeah.
so you have to be equally yoked. You have to walk the same walk.
Wow.
You have to be eye to eye. So that's your twin flame. But you have to be your own twin flame first before you meet this twin flame. And a lot of people don't hold out to meet their twin flame. But at this time, it's very important that you meet your twin flame or try hard to fall in love with yourself, your own twin flame, because what you do is when you two meet together, you guys create a a triangle, which brings in all of the light frequency that a young baby that embodies. So we're trying to bring a lot of beings together so that way we can bring in that force and then spread out the love in a much more vastness. So that's what's important at this time. So twin flames are really important at this time. They can, if they do meet, they can be a little crazy if they're not on the right what I want to say, right
My
path.
path.
But if they meet at the perfect time, then it's like very powerful and very
Mm.
magical. It's very
It
amazing.
flows easily. You don't go through all the rockiness or anything like that. It's smooth sailing. In other words, you
Yeah.
know.
And then so then we have well with a relationship, of course, your relationship is non-judgmental. You uplift one another. It should be pretty much easy. It shouldn't be so hard. It shouldn't be work. Loving somebody isn't work. It doesn't take work. It should flow. Loving yourself takes work. So if you love yourself all the way, then nothing's going to bother you about the other person. We still need to work on, and we have to face them and release them as soon as possible. And that's what we try to do our best at doing, or we communicate. Communication is very important. Don't
Mm-hmm.
sweep anything under the rug and communicate it as quick as possible so that way you can squash it like a fly. No, just kidding. Don't squash no flies. Sorry. And don't judge your partner, because remember, sometimes your partner is processing something a different way than you. We're both different people or different beings. So remember that we have different patterns of processing things. So we have to be compassionate with one another and understand that we have to process it a whole different way. You know, we have a whole different system of processing, right?
Yes, you just gotta let them know that they're always right. That's the trick to it. No, it flows very easily when we're working together, and there's no hesitation of making decisions. Decisions are one of our biggest things. Well, the biggest thing is where to eat. Oh my gosh, that's like the decision that we have to make. But when it comes to other decisions like love, it's just very easy. Like, I love you so much, and it's very easy to say that to yourself too. Because I know it's difficult to say I love you to yourself in front of a mirror. Um, and when you say it to your mirror, it's very easy for me to do that now. It just comes out like nothing. Before, I couldn't tell any of my other partners because I was in I guess those karmic and soulmate love triangles or whatever you want to call them. But everything flows easily now, so that's it's beautiful when it gets to that point, and you can reach that. Don't doubt yourself. You are powerful and amazing beings, and just always remember that. And we're here to remind you who you are, and we're not here to preach to you and tell you how to be or who to be, because you are your authentic self. There's nobody that's going to be you. You're incarnated into this earth, onto this earth, to do the work and to have fun too on this earth. It's not always going to be work, work, work. We got to put a little bit of fun into it, right?
Yeah. And then our next is like regular relationships. I'm talking friendships, family, co-workers and stuff like that. Relationships in general are very, very important at this time. Everything has to be impeccable, and everybody has to resonate. So everybody has to be on that same frequency with one another, thus collective frequency. So everybody that comes around in your circle should resonate with you. If they don't, they're going to leave and then go learn what they need to go learn and come back and re-meet with you. Or you're going to go learn what you need to go learn and come back and meet face to face. Then you can decide whether or not you guys resonate again, once again, or whatnot. But it has to be unconditional, no eye for an eye. And, just remember that everybody has a different process, a different path. It's not necessarily your path. So remember, you're going through one path and they're going through another path. And you just got to be genuine, impeccable, and no eye for an eye, and be compassionate, because sometimes they're hitting their head around on that tarantula circle one more time than you, or 10 more times than you. So but don't judge them. Just remember that they have to learn from their own selves. You can't teach them, and you can't save anybody. You can't be a Captain Save a Bro or Captain Save a Ho. You're just gonna have to let them save themselves. And a lot of the times that we get wrapped up into trying to fix somebody or save somebody, what happens is we're trying to focus on somebody else's problems and not our own. It's a way of us masking or running away from our own shit. So really, honestly, we need to focus on a lot of our shit first. Okay, so that's what's really important at this time. Make sure to forgive and let go and understand and be compassionate. And then sometimes they'll come back in your life and you guys will be hunky dory, and it's all good, and all the old is squashed. So so don't say anything detrimental for the future. Maybe you hate them at this moment, but it's not really hating them. It's just you
differences.
You have differences, and sometimes we take it to the extreme because we have so much passion.
We try to hurt one another, and we can't be doing that nowadays. It's not a time to do that. It's a time to come together and embrace both our male and female, the male masculine and femininity. We can't separate anything anymore. Everything is going to come together whether you like it or not. So it's, maybe you can tell them, it's not a judgment on you. It's just an observation, and my observations are different than yours, and but we'll be back around again. It's just like the figure eight. We're doing this, and then you'll see them again.
Yep.
And this time you'll be in a better setting.
And it's not a good or a bad experience. It's
No,
just an experience.
experience.
It just is. And it's a lesson that you signed up for. And remember that they're your mirror. So if it's something that you don't like about them, it's something that you don't like about yourself or you need to fix about yourself, or it is something that you fix but you really don't want to see again. So you just got to master it and remember not to get offended or get hurt. Of course we're human and we still have to work on this stuff over and over again, just like we do.
We have feelings and stuff like this, but it's all part of the human experience. We signed up to be here, so we're here.
So remember, everybody that's in your immediate circle, everybody that surrounds you, they are your mirror. So remember, whatever you love about them is what you love about yourself. Whatever you don't love about them is something that you don't like about yourself.
That you probably have to work on yourself. I find ourselves doing that too, and it's just like, okay, I guess I got to work on that. So it's pretty good to have that and work with that. It's just a tool to use, to utilize when we're people watching. We like to people watch and we observe people and we kind of look at them and then say, "Oh shit, I think I better work on my shit." So this makes you a better person and makes you a better human being here on Earth.
Yeah, we gotta be. So let's be. We don't have to get into everybody's
doing
mess, and we don't have to get into the drama and just say, "Oh, okay, that's a wonder. Oh, okay, I understand. Okay." And not try to fix it. Just be there. And if somebody comes to you with a problem, hand it back to them. Just say, "Well, how do you think you should handle it? How do you think?" Don't say what to do. Just ask them, how do you think they should handle it? Give it back to them, because a lot of people, they don't want to do the work, and then they blame us and we're the messenger, and we're just giving them an advice or an example of whatever we've gone through at one time. So but then later on they're like, "You told me blah 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 blah," and it's like, no. So now we have to give everything back to everybody and say, "Well, how do you think would you handle it, and how do you think the outcome would be?" And it's how we word things and how we take care of things. So that's where we're at now, and it's time to just be that time of compassion and loving one another and forgiving each other. And remember, it's about relationships. The better this earth is going to be. So really keep yourself around like-minded people. Keep yourself on a higher frequency, a higher resonant. And it's not like a judgment. It's just, sometimes patterns of other people are just not going to relate to what you're doing and what process you're in at this time. So just gather with the people, everybody flocks together, when you guys are the same feather, right? So just really remember who you are and how to carry yourself, and be in impeccability, and just make sure that you are a genuine person, and you'll know who's real and who isn't, and spirit will show you who is there for real and who is not. And it's from the heart space. Always come back to this space, your heart space, and check within. Does this person really have my best interests at heart, or are they just all about themselves? And me, I'm all about the flakiness. I can't handle that, so I stay away from the people that are flaky, and that's my thing. You know what I mean? That's not their thing. It's just how I handle myself, because it's like I don't want to be that. So I want to just be away from people that are uplifting and helping you be a better, impeccable person. And that's what it is. And you just got to watch what's around your vessel and who's around you, and everybody's going to always come back around. It's always, and it's not a judgment. It's just really, really living in a higher frequency. We don't really go to bars or go drink or anything like that. So we're in a whole different frequency. And sometimes they get hurt because we don't get invited because we don't drink. But I mean, it'd be nice to be like, "Hey, what's up? We'll hang out with you for a little while." You know what I mean? Just to see what's going on and stuff. But everybody thinks that that we're judging and we're not. And
No.
actually they're judging us, which is funny because they're judging us because they're like, oh, they're too square. Oh, they're
don't
Jesus and
drink, or
Joseph,
they don't-
Mary and Joseph. And it's like, no, but we
No.
like to have fun. We like to go out. It
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean we have to drink to have fun, but it's just that's who we are, you know. So it's funny because we see that they judge us, but they think we're gonna judge them, and we're not even judging them. We were like, we want to hang out with you.
It's your shit. Go have fun if you want to.
Yeah.
You know, get plastered, get drunk.
It's not
I don't
up to
care.
us.
I've done that already, so I don't have to do it again anymore.
So that's where we're at with the love and relationships, and just really remember, relationships are a very important role. We can't do anything by ourselves. It takes more than one leg to do anything. So remember that it always takes teamwork, and you're going to start finding that a lot of couples that are coming around you are going to be the same as you and your mate, or if it's just people around you that are going to be the same resonant that you are. So remember, you're going to attract whoever is exactly like you. And it's to learn and remember who you are, and just look around to see who's around you. Really, who are you? When you see the people around you, then you'll know exactly who you are. So that is our advice for today, and we'll try to do this every day and post it on our YouTube and then repost on Facebook, hopefully. If you want to get in touch with us, 505-203-2674 is our number. We do healings and readings, and we're here for you if you need any help. If you'd like us to come by, if we're in your area, we'd come by and teach you how to create a common unity. We are collective frequency, and we are trying to teach everybody the blueprint of how to create a genuine community of like-minded beings, and we're trying to gather all the star beings around this nation. So just let us know, and we are on collectivefrequency.com, and check us out here on YouTube. We love you. Thank you.
Love yourself. We'll talk to you later.
Love, light, and rainbows.
Like, for sure.
Okay.